Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about a brand new, the 26th 2020 U.S. primary presidential candidate, Tom Steyer. Woo! We got another one, people. All right. So Tom Steyer is now running for president. He is definitely late to the party, right? Coming in very, very late. He's missed the first debate, but today I want to talk about who he is, what he stands for, and what are his chances. All right, so let's talk it through. Okay. So Tom Steyer is a hedge fund billionaire. Okay. What does he, American hedge fund billionaire. All right. Now, what does he stand for? He stands for primarily two things. So what does he stand for? Well, one, Democrat playbook stamp. Okay. But he's got some highlights, right? So his highlights are climate activist. He cares deeply about the environment and he wants to fight climate change, right? And then in addition to that, he is very, very pro impeachment. In fact, he has invested millions of dollars of his own money already to aid in impeaching Donald Trump. Okay? All right, now what are his chances? All right, well, Tom Steyer, the hedge fund billionaire, has about zero. Like, I would put his chances of winning the primaries at about 1%. Here's why. The number one reason that Tom Steyer has a huge problem, the exact same problem that Eric Stallwell had, the same problem that Delaney had, the same problem that Hickenlooper had, the same problem that Sanderson has, the same problem that Biden has, the same problem that Bennett has, right? When Eric Stallwell came into, he was the last person to come in right before Tom Steyer. When Eric Stallwell came into the campaign, he immediately identified himself as another white male, okay? AWM, another white male, all right? And then he immediately, as quickly as he possibly could, Eric Stallwell said, here's why I'm running and here's why it's okay for me to run, right? Now, the reason Eric Stallwell had to explain AWM is the Democrat Party has made a drumbeat promise. They have promised again and again and again and again through speech, through action, through law, through through every possible message vector that they can make it clear. The Democrats have said, we are intersectionality supporters. Intersectionality is within the fabric of what it is to be a Democrat. Intersectionality is specially woven into who it is. It is a textile that is specially woven into the fabric of being a Democrat. And as often as possible, Democrats have staked a claim on saying we are intersectionality supporters. Now, the U.S. president has had 43 AWM presidents, right? And they've had one president who was not AWM, who was Barack Obama. Okay. Now, this is specifically a Democrat problem because the Democrats have made this drumbeat intersectionality promise, saying we care about intersectionality, we support intersectionality. Now, if the Democrats elect AWM president number 44, right, then it looks like the Democrats, I'm not saying it is, it just has the appearance to some people, it will definitely have the appearance to some people that Democrats' intersectionality support is a Facebook filter, right? It's like that little, filter that you put on a profile after an event happens. It lasts a few days and then it goes away. It's easy to put up. It's really kind of, a lot of people think they're superficial, right? So the Democrats are trying to say, we genuinely care about intersectionality. The way you show that as the Democrats, especially at the level of the promise they've made, is you don't elect another AWM, right? Like another AWM president, right? It's important on the Democrat side, right? Now, why do the Republicans not have this? they haven't made the drumbeat promise of intersectionality support. They simply haven't. And within their own base, they're like, hey, individualism, everything's merit-based. Anybody who wants can run, and the way and what they've done to make that real in the party is the RNC did go after Colin Powell and asked him, hey, will you please run for president? And that, to my knowledge, I think that is correct. And then additionally, Herman Cain. So Herman Cain came out, and there were a lot of Republicans. I actually threw some support behind Herman Cain. I thought he was a really strong candidate. And so, so the Republicans are saying, hey, we have some intersectionality, but this is not nearly the same problem for Republicans because they haven't made this drumbeat promise and are continuing to make a drumbeat promise of intersectionality support. Republicans are like, oh yeah, we got a million different things in our platform, and intersectionality is one of them, right? But with Democrats, they're like, this is real for us. Like, we have made promises. Like, this is a major textile within the fabric of being a Democrat, right? So every single AWM who comes forward, it is incredibly hard for them, right? Because they have to answer the same question that literally like 10 or 15 AWMs have answered, and either they sound like they're just singing the same noise, or they are even worse than what was delivered by some of the others, or, and it's just, like, you can tell the Democrats at this point are becoming allergic to more and more and more AWM candidates piling in, right? So Tom Steyer has major problems. So listen to him, right? Number one, AWM, it's a problem, right? For the Democrats specifically, right? Number two, right? His main issue is climate activists. Guess what? Your job's already taken, buddy. Jay Inslee's all over that, right? And nobody cares when Jay Inslee's talking about it, right? Like at the macro level, right? Right? So, and then it gets even worse. One, the dude is a hedge fund billionaire. Dude, read the room. Did you even read the Democrat playbook? You really think a hedge fund billionaire is going to play in the Democrat Party at this point, right? Like, when there's already candidates who fit like what the Democrats are trying to convey a lot better, right? It's really bad. Like, it gets even worse, right? Not only does Tom Steyer look like a Jay Inslee dupe, he looks like a Jay Inslee dupe who can't make up his mind. I'm not kidding. This is not a joke. Tom Steyer announced in January of 2019, in this very year, that he would not run. That he would not run for president. And then literally changed his mind less than 7 months later. Like, holy cows. Like, if you wanted to build a bad candidacy, like, this foundation is on sand. Like, it is bad. So in my opinion, I think Tom Steyer has about 1% chance of winning the primary. One more thing I forgot, I'll say this real quick. The impeachment thing, right? He cares deeply about impeachment. Who cares? If you become president, you're not going to impeach him because he'll already be unelected, right? And then also, what, are you going to pursue him? Like, you can't, one, if you don't impeach Donald Trump, you can't do anything to him legally. And the reason why is basically there were a lot of chance when Trump was going on, and it was like, lock her up, right? A lot of people said that. Well, when he got in, Donald Trump was like, nah, forget that noise. I ain't that vindictive. What? Tom Steyer, you're going to be more vindictive than Donald Trump was? Like, just so everybody's aware, no Democrat's going to be able to take any legal action against Donald Trump. And the reason why was even Donald Trump, who is one vindictive dude, right? He was like, no, that's true. Nobody's locking up Hillary. Let's let that go. So, like, the only way you can pursue legal action against Donald Trump after you win the presidency is if you want to look less forgiving than Donald Trump. And I'm a Star Wars fan. The best analogy for that is like in Return of the Jedi when Darth Vader goes, oh, you really should get this work done on the second Death Star, because the Emperor is not as forgiving as I. Like you. No one is going to be able to prosecute Trump, like especially Tom Steyer, because you will literally look more vindictive than Donald Trump. Donald Trump was more forgiving than Tom Steyer would be if he tried to convict him on anything. So like Tom Steyer is done. I think he announced like yesterday, he's already finished. Like, this is like, I just can't believe we're here, right? Tom Steyer got 1% chance of winning. That's my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.